We'll wait for this to load. Let's just walk around this place and we'll maybe over here where Damir is, and we'll walk around one block.
I mean, this weather is just absolutely amazing.
It's nice, right?
Dude, I'm in a full shorts and a tank.
We're not gonna show the shorts, but yeah.
And it's 6 a.m. A whooping
6 in the
6
morning.
a.m.
All right, we'll wait. Again, also, I don't know if there's even internet in Moscow because of the attacks. There's a lot of stuff that they block.
Man.
It's pretty freaking bad. But we'll wait for you guys to tune in. If anybody can hear me, if anybody's already here, we are in... Oh, man, Simon. Yeah, that's my sister. Is that your family? That's not all my family. It's just one of my sisters.
I am 1/5 of the family.
Let me know if the sound is okay. Hello to all my friends in around the world. This is my youngest sister, Luz. She flew from... Oh, you can give the story.
I flew in from Los Angeles and I arrived to Moscow yesterday.
No, but you had stops, didn't you? No.
I had many stops. I stopped in Paris, then Turkey, and then from Turkey to Moscow. And 2 days later, I'm here. Yeah, buddy.
So we're gonna be doing a small walk today because I have to take my sister to the Red Square. Здравствуйте, Sister Luz. Yes, Luz means light in Spanish. We are staying in this area of Moscow, and the reason why we're streaming in vertical is because today we're gonna be recording a long form content. The sun has been out. Look at that glorious sky.
Crazy.
What do you think about that sky?
It's crazy. Get my good side with the light on like this.
Like this?
Yeah. Then you can really see the glorious sun.
Okay, tell them, what were your first... I'm going to ask Luz a couple questions, and she's going to answer you truthfully what she thinks. Luz, what were your first thoughts when you landed? Before you got off the plane, how did you feel?
Honestly, from 2 days not sleeping, I was just kind of like, I want to see my brother. I just want to get out of this plane and pass the TSA people.
Mm-hmm.
But it was pretty cool. I mean, I definitely got, everyone's like in their own, you know, usually I'm like smiling and I'm like, okay, let me just tone it a little bit down, try to get through the airport. But once I saw you, I mean, you know, I was just overwhelmed with emotion seeing you and Senya. And then we hit the road.
Yeah, so if you don't know, guys, like we said, we're in Moscow and the street cleaners just passed. It is 6:08, but they passed around 5 in the morning and it's still wet a little bit from cleaning. What can you tell us about the roads? You said an interesting word that I really liked.
Yeah, well, I just thought everything looked neat. Like
Everything is neat.
Neat, not in like in both aspects, right? So there's like neat where like everything's clean and proper and kind of ironed. I literally said it looks like they iron the streets because they're just so clean. And then interestingly, you said, oh, this is just another, like where we are, it's just not even like the center, or like it's just a random little, another street that you would see. I'm like, oh my God. So I was like kind of equating it to what I've seen. It's just so clean. It's insane.
We're going to take a small walk. We're going to go down this road, Luz. I have more questions for my sister, but remember, this is my sister. She's never been to Russia. And the reason why we're doing these questions for you guys on live is so that if you have any questions as we're walking for her, you can ask her. But we're going to the Red Square today. We're going to the Red Square, and I'm going to make a video of Luz's, what is this damn word again?
Reaction?
Her reaction, yes. I want to show you her reaction. Geez, you're so right. If we would have walked that way, we'd be in the light.
Yeah.
But that way is not the business. We have to go the other way.
Right.
Hello, everybody who's tuning in. These are the streets of Moscow. We're, I believe, in the second ring. We're inside of the second ring of Moscow. And my sister is taking a small walk with me. Should we go in the middle?
That's what I was going to suggest.
Come on, let's go in the middle. Let's show all this beautiful street. Look at this.
It's insane. It's quite literally insane how clean this is.
Yes. It even feels bad cutting through here, but I'm sorry. Okay, so we have a question for you, Luz. How to Russia, here to Moscow?
2 days. Yeah, so I couldn't find a direct flight to Moscow, so I had to do my flights from LAX to Turkey, and then from Turkey to Moscow. Moscow? Moscow.
Because you speak Spanish, you can say Moscow,
Moscow.
Moscow. It can
Moscow.
be anything.
Yeah, so 2 days, honestly, 2 days. And the layovers weren't even bad. So my first layover was in Paris. That was for 6 hours. But I mean, when you're flying, the 6 hours is really nothing. Because you're like, you have time to get off the plane,
Just
freshen
rest up,
up,
yeah.
get some food, kind of recharge your devices. And then Turkey, I also had like 6 hours. But again, I freshened up. The airport is huge, and then I had to like take my bags and recheck them in. So I had to like exit the airport, get everything again. I was scared though. I was like, oh my god, I didn't get a visa for Turkey. So I was like literally in the TSA line, like, what visa do I need? And I was already applying for one, and then I got the notification, and they said, oh, you don't need to apply for a visa. You can
They
stay for
just
90
take your
days.
damn money, actually.
Yeah, I was like, okay, great.
So on the chat, guys, I know some of you are watching from different areas, and you know we like to ask, hey, where you're watching from. Noel already said, say hello to your sister from British Columbia, Canada. Thank you so much.
Hello.
And I think Luce is 26, 27.
27.
Oh, she's 27.
Yeah. I always lie to him and tell him I'm 26 though, because I don't want to correct him. he always forgets. I'm like, I'm 27, I'm 27. But
You've been 26 in my mind for about 2 years.
yeah, literally. But actually, I don't count I'm 27 because my COVID year when I turned 22, I don't count it. I didn't do anything. So I'm
Is that your
26.
twin sister, or am I tripping?
Do we still look like each other?
I think we kind of do.
Really?
I am from Western Australia. Hello, my Red Deer, Alberta, Canada. Hello, Lucy.
Hi everyone. Wow, this is actually really hard. Usually I'm in the comments with you guys. Now like it's hard to read them in live stream. This is pretty cool. Good to see you guys. Good to talk to you guys.
From Germany. So we're walking down this street, Luz. Can you give us an example of what you think something like this exists where you're from? Like Los Angeles or Silmar?
Not where I'm from. Not really, quite literally not where I'm from.
Dallas, Texas, South Carolina. Oh, we got a lot of American states. I love it. So, guys, if you see around, I know this is Moscow and this is an older city, right? But you've been to New York as well, right, Luz?
I've been to New York, yeah.
Okay, well, this is comparable with New York. Can you tell us what you feel like? What's the comparison?
The cleanliness for me is the number one thing. It's so neat here. I kid you not. It's like someone came in, cleaned up. Like, no, not even like, I came in and it looks just like how I woke up and slept. It's that like there's.
This is just a random This is just a random walkway we're in, guys. This
New
is
York, you'll see,
random.
like, rats.
Rats?
Yeah, you see rats in the trash cans, and even in Paris too. It's pretty. I'm an animal lover. I love the rats, but like, it has to be
I love
safe,
the
right?
rats. Guys, if you're just tuning in, it is, I believe, a Sunday morning. We are walking in the second ring of Moscow at a random street. My sister's first impressions, her reactions are all natural. I didn't pay her to say anything. I don't have the money to make her say anything I want.
People think that?
Yes.
No way.
What else? What have you noticed about perhaps the people? By the way, can you guys hear me when I'm asking these questions? The question that I have, I guess I'll go like this and then turn to you, okay? So the next question that I have for my sister is, what does she think about the people that she's seen so far in the city?
I mean, they're all just to themselves. I feel like we get some looks because we're speaking English and stuff, but I mean, everyone's just to themselves. I feel there's a lot of people walking, and it's like literally I was up at 4 a.m. I think I look out the window and there's someone like riding his bike or walking. I'm like, I mean, it makes sense. The light is up, you know. But I mean, the people are cool. I mean, they're in their zone. They're doing their own thing. They're living their life. They look like they're living their best life. You know what I'm saying?
So the most important thing about this time, Luz, is that you have to understand the sun will be out maybe at 3 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes there's white nights in Moscow, so the sun will not set.
What?
Yes, of course, there'll be. Even in St. Petersburg is famous for this. Here, let's get some questions for my sister. Questions that you might want to know now, and we can answer them. We're gonna turn the camera and show you what we're looking at.
It's really nice.
Somebody says, is your sister confusing rats and rabbits?
No, I'm not. Literal rats.
Okay, well, which cities are we going to visit? So we're going to be in Moscow, but we're going to Irkutsk, and we're going to go to towns. They want to know where you're originally from, where you were born and raised.
I was born in Mexico and raised in Silmar, California. It's a little town.
She's from LA.
Yeah, little town in a little city in the Los Angeles County. Yeah, that's where I'm from.
We're coming up to the first monument, and this is something new for Luz. Luz has never seen such monuments. In my opinion, there's nothing like this.
No.
But these are scattered all over Russia. So I'm gonna turn the camera and show you. We're gonna go to the front of this.
Yeah. I mean, even when I was in the car right here, when Demir was taking us around, I literally went, because it's just, wow, you don't
really see this kind of stuff. And this is just a random neighborhood, you know?
Yeah.
People don't believe that this is not propaganda when you show them. If you say how clean it is, because it truly is shocking, right?
100%.
Greetings from Seattle. Yes, this is my sister. It's my sister Luz, my youngest sister. Okay, Luz, so I'm going to give you just kind of your own. You're going to look at it and you're going to tell us what you think it is, what it means.
I see some soldiers.
There's no traffic because it is 6 in the morning on a Sunday. People rest on Sundays.
It looks like some soldiers.
Uh-huh. So this is going to be Luz's, she doesn't quite know much history, but...
I suck at history. It says 1941 to 1945, so maybe like a battle took place here? Or they're honoring a battle or something?
Exactly. They are honoring not only a battle, but an entire war, Luz. This is a great patriotic war memorial. This is for the Second World War. Here in Russia, it's known as the Great Patriotic War. If you don't know, the Soviet Union essentially defeated the Nazis, okay? They gave up the most lives. Millions and millions of lives were lost from the Soviet Union. So you're going to see a lot of these types of monuments. Mandy says, I subscribe. Greetings from Sydney, Australia.
Hello.
Hello from to Sydney. We love you. Thank you so much for supporting. Welcome to the channel. We are live from Moscow. Somebody wrote 28 million people died. This is a number that is not comparable with any other country because really...
That's a whole country.
No, that's a whole generation, Luz. Yes. So...
Wow.
Would you like to live there? I think it's too early. We're going to be doing more lives together and then you can say, is this something that you would be interested in moving to?
Yeah. For sure. Oh my God.
Let's turn this around and walk a little bit more. I want to show you.
Do we have monuments of that sort? I mean...
Not everywhere in America, no.
And I feel like even the monuments of that sort get taken down.
A lot of monuments get taken down.
By like the society, you
Look
know?
at the backdrop here, Luz, on the video.
Oh. Oh, wow. Oh,
beautiful.
wow. And I'm wondering if they always have those flowers there.
Always. Come closer.
That's beautiful.
Come closer, there you go. Look how nice that looks.
Screenshot.
Luz gained weight. Oh, that's mean.
Stop. I know I did. Leave me alone, guys. I'm going through stuff.
Luz is going through some stuff.
Oh my God, you guys. I work 3 jobs. I'm doing a master's degree. I have puppies. It's just... Have some grace, okay? Have some grace.
Oh man, you freaking destroyed her with that. Yes, so if you don't know, Luz has 3 jobs. She's finishing her master's degree. And honestly, I know she can get in shape. And I'm not the one who should be talking. But Luz has a lot going on. This is Luz's all-American, you know.
Exactly.
All work, no fun right now. The youth right now is really screwed.
I can definitely walk it off here. I read that comment. And that's my plan. I'm like, I'm locking in Russia. Because I gained 20 pounds, guys. Believe it or not.
Are you going to take Luz to Red Square? Yes. Today she's going to go to Red Square. And before we go to Red Square, you saw from the side, Luz, the Red Square. What was your reaction to that? What was your impression?
It's breathtaking. Quite honestly, breathtaking. That's the only to be in it. But like walking past, it's like,
Yeah, well, the Red Square,
Summer.
when you're standing there, Luz, you're gonna see many important historical buildings, and you only saw a glimpse of them. You never
Yeah.
really saw them, so you're going to really experience this. My wife Ksenia is getting ready, guys. My sister Luz is the first sibling of mine to meet my wife. So I'm really
God.
blessed that it was my youngest sister because she's been wanting to. She's a traveler, but she finally traveled here.
I can't believe it, guys. It was a really heartwarming moment. So very surreal.
You've also have not gone on the metro, but we're gonna take you on the metro system, and you're gonna see the metro stops, the stations. My sister's been through. Tell them how many countries.
I've been to France, Germany, Italy, Mexico. Did I say Germany already?
Yeah, you've been to quite a bit of
Yeah.
traveled quite a bit.
Yeah, I have.
So she can compare what she's been through with Russia, and a lot of you guys always want to know impressions, like what's the impression of this, and she's gonna be able to give you some really good first impressions, I believe.
Hmm. Wow.
It is 6:30 in the morning. Good morning to everyone. We're streaming to you from the second ring of Moscow. This is my youngest sister, Luz. Today, she's going to go visit the Red Square. People want to know how... Oh, let's go maybe to that park over there. Let's cross back across, sorry. Let's walk by... I'm so lost. Okay, let's just walk this way.
Okay.
So Luz, how hard was it actually to travel to Russia? Not the distance, but like, what did you have to do?
Honestly, it was fairly easy, guys. I lose my passports a lot. So firstly, I had to get an American passport. That took like 3 weeks, and then my Russian visa took, I kid you not, like two and a half weeks to get. And then from there on, it was all kosher because you just have to buy your plane ticket and kind of figure out where you want to, like, because you can't go directly from United States to Russia, so you have to figure out where you're gonna do your layover.
Yeah.
Or like what country you're gonna fly into to get into. And you helped me with that because I didn't know. I was like, where am I going? First, the original plan was to fly to maybe Mongolia or to someplace in Korea. But
it
no.
costs too much.
Yeah, so I think Turkey was the best plan for us.
I want to show you something interesting, guys. Some of you asked has my sister, how does she like the metro system? I'm gonna see if Luz can find the metro station. Where do you think the metro is? Where does the train pass? So some of you guys who know the city might already see it. We're already right next to it, Luz. Where is the metro? Where is it?
Well, you hear the
Oh, that's a very good observation.
So it has to be somewhere close, but I can't tell you right now, honestly.
Okay.
Let's walk a little more. Is it right next to us?
It's right next to us. You're looking right at it. Well, yeah, you're staring right at it.
Golly. Oh, over
it's right over there.
The M.
Yeah, exactly.
The M.
So the metro system, Luz, is sitting right beneath our feet, obviously because of this.
Yeah.
But the interesting thing is, it's built into the wall. You see that? It's into the building, and these lines, these are so old. Well, not so old, but they're historically built in the time of Soviet Union, and they're built into these buildings, and you would never be able to tell if they didn't put that M. It's essentially nowhere.
Exactly, no. What I was looking for was like an underground stair.
Yeah.
Maybe like to go underground. That's really neat.
Yeah, really nice. We should probably walk. I'm not sure what station this is. Stanция Автозаводская. Автозаводская. Станция Автозаводская. Я не знаю. When are you guys heading back to Siberia? We're going to be staying in Moscow for 5 days, and then we're taking her back to Irkutsk Oblast, the most beautiful part of Russia, in my opinion. We're going to be taking her to Lake Baikal. I read it right. Thank you. We're about three stations away from the Red Square, I believe, so we're fairly close, Luz. You're inside the second ring. Автозаводская, да. Lake Baikal impressions are going to be really good. I agree with this.
I love the water.
We will not be taking the train because we don't have a lot of days to waste. I want my sister to spend as much time having fun. How far are we from Siberia? We're about 6 hours away by flight, 3 days by train, and maybe a freaking month on walking. And so we're gonna walk back to sushi, and then just a nice little calming and relax. I'll have more questions for you over there.
Yeah, no, I'm just taking it all in. 1941 to 1945.
Yeah, it's very far, guys. I live essentially in the center of Russia. We're about 4,000 kilometers away, I think. And the streets are empty because it's a Sunday morning, and this is the most quiet time of the week. Sunday mornings, Russians will not go outside unless they have something to do. We have yes. So my buddy out there is letting us know we're about 5,000 kilometers away from Irkutsk, and I was just with my friend out there in Irkutsk Oblast, and it feels unreal to be reading his comments. And it's so interesting because my sister traveled from Los Angeles, and she took 2 days to travel here, and we were meeting up in Moscow. Tell them what you've been saying when you saw us.
Dude, it was.
He's like, I can't believe you're here.
It was the world. I'm like, I can't believe you guys are here. Like, to feel him again, to feel Senya. Like, she's a real person. I can't believe she's here.
Does Luz feel any jet lag?
Honestly, no, not yet. We came and I didn't want to sleep because I think it was like 4 when we were like settled. I'm not sure what time it was, but I didn't want to sleep at all because I know that if I slept, it's gone. So I'm like, I'm pushing through it. I felt bad because we were having some food and I was like yawning and I was eating like this literally. But I was like, I have to stay up and I have to like.
Let's go to that church.
That's the thing for me. I really try to get my sleeping right the first day I arrive because that's gonna set like the foundation for the rest. You know, if you acclimate to the time change, like 1 week, 2 weeks, then you're ruining. That's precious time. You know, I don't want to be tired, so I rather tough it out and get on with the clock here.
Now
Makes sense.
Here's some people we are starting to see some people, right, Luz?
Yeah. Sporadically here and there. Someone walking their dog.
Luz is a dog lover, so much dog lover. Here's a toilet, Luz. Have you ever seen this?
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Do you have to pay for it, no?
I believe you do have to pay for it. Let's go check out how much it cost.
Okay.
They want to know, Luz, what are you studying?
I am studying to be a speech therapist. So it's called speech pathology over there in the United States. And I'm graduating. I'm done officially in December, but I'm walking the stage in May. So after that, I'll be a speech therapist.
Yes, you've already have a bachelor's degree?
I have a bachelor's degree in communication disorders and sciences.
And you're working on your master's.
And I'm working on my master's, yeah.
I'm proud of this. This is why I'm telling her to tell you guys. Luz is going to be the first person in our family to get a master's degree, and I'm so proud of her.
Yeah, thank you. But I'm telling you guys, I did gain weight. I think that's like the... I was ashamed. I was like, do I even want to come on the live? I'm like freaking huge. And mind you, like, it's uncomfortable, but I'm going to walk it off here. I'm locking in.
Look, so this is the bathroom that we found here, Luz. It says 50 rubles.
Can I try it?
No, we don't have money.
I do. I actually have to use the bathroom. Oh, I can't. Just kidding.
So 50 rubles essentially is about maybe 75 cents to 50 cents, depending on the fluctuation of the dollar versus the ruble. And as you can see, it's nice and clean outside, at least, yeah?
What would happen if I used my Visa?
Your Visa? Okay, that's a good question.
Should I try it?
No. Yeah, let's see, guys. My sister coming from Los Angeles wants to try her own Visa MasterCard. Let's see if it works in Russia. This is something she doesn't know about. Let's go ahead and try it.
Tell him the story of this morning when I was trying to watch Netflix. Okay.
1 second, Luz.
Going in here.
Wait. Okay, so 50 rubles. You could just try to tap, yeah? Don't hide this because this is not good. I think you just got jacked for 50 rubles.
Did it work? I don't know what I'm pressing here.
All right, guys. It looks like Luz is not going to be able to go to the bathroom. Sanctions have hit hard. Luz is going to have to go to the bathroom on the streets.
No. I just wanted to try it.
Okay, Luz, so as you know, we've been sanctioned for about 3 years now. We're going on sanctions for 4 years. You cannot use any of your Visa cards. You cannot use any of your apps. You cannot use most of the things you enjoy, what I consider people saying I would enjoy, is sanctioned here. This morning or last night, Luz tried to fall asleep to watching Netflix, and she tried to log into her Netflix, did not work. She tried to log into her Apple things, they didn't work as good. And it was so funny. Luz woke up saying, man, I couldn't go to sleep like normal. I put Shrek in the background on Netflix. It was so funny.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I honestly thought it was like an internet problem. They're like, yeah, we're sanctioned. You're not gonna get Netflix and stuff. Like, what? No Netflix? That's crazy. But yeah, that sucks. That's messed up. Like, that's messed up.
Luz doesn't know yet, but we have something better than Netflix in Russia. It's called Kino Pois. And we can do all of these things for free here in Russia because people use a website like this.
Okay. Okay.
As long as you are okay with using VPNs are illegal in Russia, and I do not condone them. I will not say this on live. But what do you think about this part of the street? You smell the flowers?
Yeah.
All the way from over here, yeah. In Russia, in Moscow, they're putting these flowers all over the city for the first time, I hear. So
Russian youths.
It smells really good.
That's probably like the first bag of garbage that I've actually seen.
So Luz is saying that this is the first bag of garbage that she sees on the street. And don't pick it up because we don't know what the heck.
I was like, I feel like I need to do my part and pick it up.
Yes, Moscow's been doing a lot of city beautification, but this has been happening all over Russia because there's been a ton of beautification in my own town. And that guy's taking a piss right there next to the tree. Oh man, this is the worst part of... I've never seen anything like it.
Oh yeah, he actually is.
Guys, this might be the worst day of my life.
Why?
Did you see his Peter? Because I'll beat his ass.
I didn't.
We got some drunk people on the streets, actually. I might have to fight on alive.
No.
Yeah, because they're being a little bit aggressive. Already, I can feel it.
Your spidey senses are
tingling. We're going to try to avoid conflict, guys, but we're not going to let nobody mess with my sister. There was a guy pissing next to a tree, and there seems to be a couple drunk guys in the park. This is not something I've ever seen, actually, Luz.
Really?
Yeah, I've never seen that. I have never seen people in Moscow pissing on a street. And by the way, my sister, on her first day, they say that you're in Moscow, but this is something more common in small towns. In small towns, Luz, in Siberia, especially like little towns, if you're drunk, there's less people, right?
Huh.
So you can get away with so much. But to be pissing in the middle of a city like this, it's not normal in Moscow. People might say it's normal, but outside maybe, but we're in the second ring, and this is a do you have your phone?
Yeah, but it's sanctioned. It's off now.
Well, the toilet doesn't work because we don't have the right stuff. Anyways, enough about that.
Like there's 2 other toilets. How cool.
Is the sound back or not? We're gonna have to cut straight through these guys because we gotta go back. And you need to tell my mom we're on a live.
To sushi.
Yeah, we got to go pick up my wife. So Luz already knows that if people have a problem with us speaking English, we're just going to switch to Spanish. This is our code.
That's a pharmacy with a plus sign, right?
Yeah. Apteca. Apteca, I think. Apteca. We're going to be live streaming for a couple hours. This is Moscow, Russia.
Youths. Does anybody here, has anybody watched New Girl?
New girl.
Anybody? New Girl?
I don't think so.
I think someone there has watched New Girl. Well, there's an
Wait,
episode.
when you walk by the drunks, you gotta try to be more quiet
Oh.
to not instigate them. We don't look for trouble, but we can always try to handle it.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
there's an episode on New Girl where Schmidt gets his tire stolen. He says, "Youths," and I've adopted it ever since.
Ginger, hello, welcome. Thank you so much.
New Girl is a show.
New Girl's a show.
It's a show, yeah. It's a really funny show.
Okay, well, I think, Luz, it's time for you to answer more questions. We walked around a little bit. You already know, if you're watching later on, Luz is going to be in Red Square. If you're interested in watching the videos of Luz's reactions to Red Square or anything Russia that are not on a live stream, you have to tune in for the normal videos. Okay, right now I'm gonna sit down and take some of your guys' questions. Maybe we can sit over there.
Okay, right here.
Over here. There's light hitting on that one there. I don't care if you're allowed to defend yourself or not in Russia. It's not my business to worry about the laws in Russia. If my sister's life is in danger or mine is, I don't care about the laws. This is not how it works. But I guarantee you, if the Russian cops come and they see how drunk they are, they're gonna say, okay, it's fine. You had to do something. Oh, this is wet paint, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Are they all wet paint? We are in the city of Moscow. This is my sister, Luz.
Hello everyone. Thanks for joining us.
Have you ever seen crows like this?
No, actually. It's a brindle crow. I mean,
these little
wait.
ravens. He's asking for food.
They're so cute. Share a bunch. It looks like a bred with a pigeon. Very cute.
I love your sister. She's awesome.
I love you guys. I'm telling you.
Oh,
it's
magpies.
weird.
Yeah, magpies.
Magpie. Those are what those are called?
Yeah. Hello from Sacramento.
Hello.
Fellow Californian.
I know. I passed by there last week to visit my other sister. Woo! Look. Maggie's. Oh, okay.
Okay, here comes a question. So, guys, please put like if you're enjoying this. I'm going to be asking my sister a few questions. So, first I will ask, then I will turn to her. Luz, you grew up in Los Angeles. Well, you grew up in Summer, California, but it's a part of Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever, when's the last time you took a nice stroll through the city of Los Angeles? Let's say Los Angeles, not Summer.
Okay.
When's the last time you took a stroll through the center of your city?
I think like 2 months ago. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. When people come to visit us in LA, they want to see all these things, and I'm like a little embarrassed because it's like, you really want to go there? Because I know what they're gonna see. Like, for example, let's take Hollywood Walk of Fame, right, where you have all the stars. It's pretty embarrassing because you have like drunks, you have so many homeless people. They're part of the scenery there. It's pretty sad, and it's kind of embarrassing for me. So yeah, I really don't go to the city that often. I don't enjoy it. I mean, it's the smells, you feel dirty, you don't even want to put your shoes on in the car because it's crazy. Yeah.
And a lot of people who have visited, well, how safe is it, would you say, from 1 to 10?
I don't feel safe. I mean, I'm telling you, it's sad to say, but there's a lot of like people on drugs. Kind of, you don't know what you're gonna get. You kind of just, I don't feel safe. No.
And a lot of viewers, even troll bots, will say, oh, you're paid to say this. Guys, we grew up I especially myself, I grew up in a time where gang violence was very normal. It was very common to be in street gangs and just being bad in the streets. So this is our culture where I'm from in the United States. Sushi, you can come downstairs, lock the door. My wife is coming. Actually,
Yeah.
we'll go up here.
Hurdle.
We're right outside, guys. Somebody asked about where's my wife. and you're about to see my wife. And so we're not exaggerating how it's almost like a culture shock, right? Would you say?
110%. Well, again, I'm not gonna jump the gun and say I haven't seen everything yet. I'm waiting to go and see the Red Square because that's where I can really compare, like, monument or landmark to landmark, and kind of do that analysis. But it's so far, like, if I'm comparing just a random little city, it's
This would be like Silmar.
this is it's insane. I mean, on my street alone, it has like a lot of drugs, and I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know why we can't clean it up. And I don't know if like Hollywood takes pride in, like, oh yeah, it's the thing to have homeless and things like that. But it's like, no, it's I'm telling you, when people want to come visit and they want to see I'm just like, are you sure? Especially if you're older, like, let's say like in your 40s or your 50s, I would not recommend to spend
good point.
to spend that ticket on to come to Los Angeles
Let
or
me
California.
emphasize something. That's a really good point.
Yeah.
I have never thought about it, but my sister really brought up a good point. Guys, if you are in your 40s or 50s and you're thinking, I want to go visit California, I want to go visit Los Angeles, Moscow might be a better option. Maybe a different Russian city. The city of Los Angeles, she says she's embarrassed to take her friends. I'm also embarrassed to show these cities because she also said, like, do they take pride in the vibes being like homeless and drugs and like, yeah, it feels like they do take a little bit of pride in making it a little bit dangerous.
Yeah, no, and every time it's hilarious. Every time I have friends come from different places, they'll say, "Oh wow, this is nothing like you see on the TV." I'm like, I know the TV glorifies like it's clean and proper and stuff. It's not like that in real life. Don't fall for it. It's not real. It's really, really filthy. Yeah.
I showed Luz a little bit of clips about Moscow before she came. I wanted her to get an idea, but essentially my sister doesn't know a damn thing about Russia or Moscow. I'm not even trying to talk trash.
No, I mean, it's the truth.
And I like that because she's gonna give you the most honest opinions, guys. This is the time where this channel brings to you again another version of a reality in Russia. She's gonna be here for about a month. She's gonna be seeing Moscow. She's gonna be seeing Irkutsk City, and it's gonna be a very unique experience. You guys are gonna get another perspective from a person who's not myself. And right now we are waiting.
Is there anybody that is from Moscow that is watching now?
Is anybody who's on this live, is anybody from Moscow? Is anybody watching us live from Moscow?
Or have they been?
Good night, my friend. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good night. Sweet dreams.
Luz, have you considered leaving California?
100%. Since I graduated high school. Like, I need to get some. That's why I feel like my degree is nice, because I mean, a cat.
Oh, look at street cat. He doesn't care about you. Didn't even look once.
God, no. Even the cats are different.
Um,
no, but yeah, I've thought
Roman says he's watching from Moscow.
Oh, sweet.
Wait, Roman, are you watching from Moscow or are you from Moscow? Are you watching now?
About...
Are the Russians not freaked out about foreigners who speak English? Sometimes, yes. Have you already noticed that, Luz?
Yeah, they'll like do a double take, like, what?
And this is Moscow. When you get to Irkutsk, it's going to be even... You're almost like a celebrity in Irkutsk if you speak another language, to be honest.
I just feel like, like you go to, Germany or the other European countries. I mean, speaking English, like, it's nothing. I feel like
Sushi's over there.
most people speak in English, but here it's like they can't believe it. They're like, what? Double take. Like, am I hearing right? And that's when we'll switch it up to Spanish, because the sentiment might be different here.
Oh, another person's watching from Moscow.
You guys,
This is awesome.
Any good food places? Wink, wink. I'm just kidding. I need to lose weight. Let me stop thinking about food.
You're so bad. You're so stupid. The first thing, any good food places? That's wild.
I'm kidding, obviously.
Yes, we will go back to home, Irkutsk. We're gonna go back home in 4 days. So, Luz, we have to wait her for there.
Okay.
We're after Irkutsk to Sludanka. After Sludanka, I want to take my sister around Lake Baikal. I want to show her as many towns as possible. I believe that the soul of Russia is in the small towns of Siberia. So this is what I want her to experience is, oh, look at my wife, looking so beautiful.
Cutie girl.
Here we are. Yes, we are in Moscow, guys. This is my wife Ksenia walking to us over here. You guys know my wife, and this is the first time. Well, yesterday was the first time my wife ever met any of my sisters or brothers, any of my siblings.
Hey, beautiful person.
See each other like 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
Yeah, I think so.
It's all good.
Damir, Damir texted you.
No. I
And-
forgot my watch. I think that's.
No, I'm just asking. Sush, is your name is your name in Spanish? Yes, Luz.
Loose.
Sushi, people are watching right now. You want anything to say? You're back in Moscow.
Really happy to be here, and if you guys want to see us, you can text us, and we will meet each other.
Yeah. If anybody's watching from Moscow and you guys want to meet, we will be in Moscow for 4 more days, and I would be happy to greet you guys. Ksenia is a Russian name. Luz is a Spanish name. Take your sister to St. Petersburg and Kazan. We don't have time for that, and we don't have the money. Traveling in Russia is expensive. Sushi, you can just text him if whenever he's awake, we will meet with him. Let's take a slow walk, yeah? And we'll find a place to sit over there, and we can answer some questions. So Ksenia is not Hispanic at all. It's probably, you think it sounds like Yesenia or Senya, but I'm pretty sure that Ksenia is a Russian name.
Yes.
How do we get out of here? Can we get out of here through over there, babe?
I think so.
Okay.
Huh.
Yes, my wife is 6 months pregnant. If you can't notice,
Little
check it out. Look at this.
baby. The little baby.
Just a little bit.
Good night. This has been a late live, guys, because we are trying to get used to another time zone. We are 5 hours behind of my normal time zone, and my sister just went 10 hours forward.
Yeah. You guys, whoever even is on, thank you, because I know the time zones are so complicated.
Thanks for other
So-
people, yeah.
Yeah, you guys are awesome.
Okay, Luz. What do you think about not how nice or ugly they are, the architecture? What do you think is the biggest difference between the architecture, like where people live here, compared to where you're from?
Well, I mean, I think that comparison is unfair because there's like I've seen a lot of apartment buildings. I've yet to see like real houses.
Uh-huh.
So it's a lot of edificios, buildings with that have lots of apartments in them or little houses in them. As for like the outside of it, I was telling Demir, it feels like it's kind of a mix between like the old fashioned but also modern, and he did a really really good analysis about like as to why. But yeah, it's again it's different. It's different, but I can't really make that comparison yet. I feel it would be unfair.
No, but you've already hit the nail on the head. So my sister's saying that what we're looking at here, Moscow, is usually all of these apartment buildings. And in Los Angeles, where we're from, it's more houses. You don't have people really living in these types of apartments. This is something that is perhaps from the 1970s or 80s. But when Los Angeles was growing, it's something called suburbia. That's what you're going to see today, Luz.
That's so cool.
Oh, look at this, guys. Look at this painting on the side of the...
That's really
It's like
sweet.
old style.
Yeah.
Yo, and he's like, oh, that's so cool. Look, there's the two.
So today you're going to go and see this. This is the Red Square, Luz, on this side.
This permanent.
This is St. Basil's here, right?
And the soldiers. Oh, cool. With the mist and the fog. Wow.
But houses in this type of city are usually further more outside, further from the city. And in Los Angeles, they're actually a lot more closer to the center than in this place. And we can't get
Yeah.
out of here.
I also feel like if you do live in an apartment in Los Angeles or
You
something
walk in
like
the
that,
middle.
you're like trying to make it in a way where like you're probably in the industry scene. I have yet to come across someone.
I am not a full-time content creator. I also a husband. I have things to do at the house, at the plot. But I do try to make some sort of living through the content that we make.
I think without hat and different pigeon eat him. Poor baby.
Oh man.
A dead pigeon.
They really want to show it.
Oh, they already ate his insides. Yeah.
Yeah. Albie. Pigeons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other pigeons, they're cannibals.
That's crazy.
Cannibals.
I'm
Hey,
seeing
Medi, welcome, bro.
I think we go like this.
So Luz, they want to know how much was the cost for you to fly here. There's a nice bench there with sunlight. We'll go there.
Okay.
We'll answer that when we sit down. I will
Okay.
zone in on you. That's a very good question. Guys, get your questions ready. Later today, you're gonna see Luz, Xenia, and I at Red Square. And right now, if you guys have any questions for somebody who just traveled to Russia, she arrived yesterday, and she can give you the most up-to-date on flight cost, flight routes, the vibes of coming to Russia, and all of those type of things. And this is the typical playground for kids right next to almost every apartment complex in Russia, Luz, has a playground for kids. Even as far as Siberia, where we live, and there's a dog park right over there.
Oh my god.
Very usual for this type of city stuff.
Yeah. These are roses. Flowers.
Okay, give me one more minute, guys, and then we'll get to asking questions. We're here. We're gonna sit down in this park and ask some questions. It's clean.
Is it on me?
No.
Oh.
Here we go. Sit down, Sushi.
You want to sit in the middle?
Hold this. Okay. All right. So this we have my wife here, Sushi, and we have the Luz here. I'm gonna be in the middle. When I read your question, I will look at the camera and then I'll turn to the person. Okay. So here we go. If you guys have questions, just give me some time. Is this your first day in Russia, Luz?
Yes, it is.
This is gonna be your first day.
My first day because yesterday was night, so my first day.
Medi asks, what were your first impressions? Some of your first impressions when you got here.
Coming out of the airport and seeing the streets when Demir was driving us, clean. I'm like, is there ever gonna be like a mountain of trash somewhere? Yet to see that. Maybe in the outskirts. I don't know, but we're not gonna go to the outskirts. But no, it's pretty clean, neat. People are cool to themselves. Yeah.
All right. Now, one really important question is people want to know what's the itinerary cost? What do you think it costs to come to Russia? You could break it down.
Yeah, I could have. So my biggest advice would be plan early because as I waited, my cost went up. But from LA to Turkey, it was 1,400.
There and back too.
Yeah, there and back. And then from Turkey to Moscow, I forgot, like maybe $500.
I paid that one.
No, I paid that one.
Oh, you paid that one?
Yeah, you're paying the one from here to yeah, so that was like $500, $600.
So it's about 1,000, let's say 1,600, right?
No, 2,000.
2,000?
Yeah.
How?
Because from LA to Turkey is 1,500. From Turkey to Moscow.
Okay.
Yes.
You're right.
And then if you live in New York or I think Texas or something, you don't have to go. You can get your visa process on your own. But if you want it to be like reliable and kind of just like don't want to deal with like the hassle yourself of like checking with the embassies, that costs $450 to get your visa with a company. But if you do it on your own, it's going to be a little more time consuming, a little more worrisome, so I didn't go that way.
Luz, they want to know, are you jet lagged? Some people will ask the same question depending on when they come into the stream.
Yeah, no worries. So what I was explaining earlier is that when I come to a different country, I like to fix that and nib it in the bud. Is that how you say it? But feeling it because yesterday when I came in, I forced myself to not sleep, even though like I was sleeping like almost asleep at the dinner table and really wanting to sleep. I didn't let myself sleep because I knew that would affect everything and your sleeping schedule and your energy levels. So no, I'm not jet lagged now.
And by the way, I don't have a full-time job because it's illegal for tourists to work in Russia. I'm not a citizen or a resident. Luz, they want to know, well, they say this is not a question. Your sister Luz is very cute. Thank you very much. I agree. Was the visa easy to get?
Oh my God, it was like the easiest thing. I thought it was gonna be like super stressful, but you know, they ask you like what they asked me, what do I study? They asked me what do I work? They wanted the contact of like my workplace and all. It was easy. It took like 2.5 weeks, kid you not, through a service that we some service provider that how would I explain it?
It's like a visa center, or
Like
what?
a company that does all that
Yeah.
processing for you. But yeah, they honestly would contact me, tell me where my visa is, where I am in the process of getting my visa. So very chill, very fast. Honestly, the easiest part, like to do.
And now we have a question for my wife. Thank you so much, guys. Remember, my wife is here. You can also ask her questions as well. And no, there are no direct flights from LA to Vladivostok. There's no direct flights from United States to Russia, period. I just saw a question from my wife. Here it is. Who's watching Jerry Segundo while we're gone?
Of course, it's my father. He come twice a day, feed him. He take care of our garden, watering if it's necessary. And Jerry, of course, he all the time
Really eat a
stay
lot,
healthy and with full belly.
Nice. Jerry Segundo's being watched by my father-in-law. Another question for Ksenia. Ksenia, when is your due date?
What's that?
When is the baby expected to be born?
Oh, it's must be. They put October 19, but we'll see when he coming out.
Maddie wants to know how you're feeling.
Really good. I walk yesterday. We spent all day outside. I'm not rest. I just sleep like 6 hours and I feel good again. We
Oh.
wake up like at 3 in the morning in Moscow. For us, it was already like 7, 8 in the morning.
We don't have a name for the baby yet because it's very hard.
Yeah.
Guys, by the way, I forgot to mention, so you know that we're doing these live streams and you know that we're going to be doing the full length content, but I need you guys to please support this channel by, when you watch those videos that we create, just let us know that you watch the live streams as well, because I'm trying to see who's watching the live streams and the full content. It's really important for the channel to stay alive and for my sister to give her reactions, to know that the community is a strong, and together we need, Medi's a good name. We need to know that who's on the ship and everybody who's on board. It really helps. So please make sure the next video to leave a comment saying, hey, I watched the lives, okay? Thank you so much. And let's continue here with the questions. No question. Okay. How long are you guys staying in Moscow?
5 days.
Are you excited to be here for 5 days?
Heck yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah, we're gonna be here for 5 days, but the weather doesn't seem to be freaking helping. This might be the best day in a long time. Hey, Medi, thank you so much for gifting memberships. Holy crap. Giga chat him up. If you're in the chat and you just got a free membership, please be thankful. This community is a very friendly community, as you can see. Medi has donated some memberships, and what you can do with these memberships is use some of our emojis in chat, which are really cool. I'm going to be refreshing them, adding some new ones. So yes, so happy to see you in for the baby fun. Thank you, brother. Oh, we actually have a video to make about the baby. We're going to be doing a baby shower. Where are you staying in Moscow? I don't know how to say it in myself.
Oh, I forget how this train station's called, but it's 3 stops from Red Square. It's not so far. It's really close.
She's already used the subway in Moscow? No.
Not yet.
But we will.
Have you any clue what that's like?
I saw your video. It's just gonna be glorious. I know it. Amen. No woke cult. Amen. No, guys, I just got here yesterday,
Tell her,
last night.
yeah, tell
So
him how it was.
it was beautiful. I mean, again, it's clean, it's
No,
nice.
how
It's
when we picked you up from the airport.
Oh yeah, so customs. I think I saw a question about customs. We got off the plane and customs took a long time, only because I chose a line that didn't have an officiant in it. So I was there waiting, but there was like a group, like so many people trying to get into customs, and they're very thorough. I feel they take like at least a minute 30 with each person, if that. And then they had to call someone when he saw my passport, and he just let me in. Luckily, no red button. Luckily, nothing of that sort. But I did wait a long time, and I'm on a bad ankle, so that kind of hurt. But after coming out, they put my bag through the machine, and they put me to the side and took out a fishing, because I brought Albie a fishing box with like lures and stuff. And they're like, "What's this for?" I'm like, "Oh, my brother likes to fish in Lake Baikal. Let me go." Everything was easy. It was no hassle at all.
Yeah, she hasn't been on the metro yet. Somebody said because she got brought in a truck. We taxied her. Well, not taxied. I don't want to say my friend. I have to say my good friend Damir here in Moscow picked us up from the airport and he brought us to our apartment. So Luz hasn't gone out into the city, guys. This is her first time waking up in Moscow. This is her first time today. We're gonna be making videos of her riding the train, of her seeing Red Square. She hasn't ate any Russian food yet. This is her first hours in Russia, guys. Will you be visiting what is this? VDNKH?
Vedenha.
What is this?
It's place in Moscow.
I know
but,
RJD, but I don't know that.
Vedenha, it's place in Moscow, but we not visit this place yet, and I'm not sure what we have in our plans. This place, but I think for sure we will take this boat and
Yeah, we're gonna take a boat ride, I
yeah,
think.
go on Moscow River and see Moscow from
We're gonna make like
different
15
side.
videos today. We're gonna be filming everything. And listen, Lou stopped in France, she stopped in Istanbul, and then came to Moscow. In 5 days, Luz is gonna be flying to Irkutsk. Nothing from Damir. Maybe we can walk a little bit and
No,
see
he
some
don't
things.
read yet.
Okay, let's walk a little bit more.
I think he's sleepy because he was on a holiday yesterday.
Oh yes.
He celebrate.
We don't have a lot of time, guys, to do the things that maybe some of you guys would like. But the truth is, it's 5 days is not enough to see Moscow, especially when there's rain and the weather is supposed to not be so great. Her flight was $2,000 there and back. The problem is she bought her ticket a little bit too late. She waited a little too long, and it might have cost less if she bought it ahead of time.
Truth be told.
Today we're going to be going to Red Square. We might get a boat ride because the weather's only going to be good today. Everything. Oh, thank you, Luz. Luz has not ate anything Russian because she just got here. Luz, what do you think about this car?
Does it work?
It works.
I don't think so. It's a flat tire.
It has flat tires, but it works.
Oh.
So Luz, stand here and give us your impression of what you think about this car.
It's little.
It's little. What do you? What else can you know?
It's steel. It's an old car.
It's an old car.
I think it'd be a nice fixer upper, like your Mustang.
Would you be surprised if I told you this is probably like a 1990s car or a 2000s car in Russia?
No way.
No, okay. This is maybe like a 90 something, 95 maybe, 95, 95, 96 Lada. Yeah, it looks older, right?
That's also another thing that I need to wrap my head around, because the 1990s, isn't that like
Post-Soviet,
yeah,
after Soviet Union.
Okay, I need to wrap my head around that, and also it's
Okay, someone says this is a 1987 Lada, but as you can see, it looks older than it really is, right?
yeah.
A lot of things in Russia, no, it looks younger than it is. No, it looks older than it is. Sorry, yeah. A lot of things in Russia will look older than they are when it comes to cars.
not bringing our cat home.
Yeah, I'm a Marine veteran. I'm a Marine veteran, and it is what it is. I don't know. Anyways,
The crows, yeah. They're pretty.
it's just myself, my wife, and my sister.
Okay, okay, okay.
But these are black and white.
Yeah. I think they call them magpies.
Yeah. How do you know me? I don't know. Someone says they know me. How do you know me?
When did our
Uh,
lives cross?
I told you, Lou switched planes in France, in Paris, and in Istanbul. This guy's out working early, delivering food. Oh yeah, Gray. No way, Gray. Gray, what the hell are you watching this for? Where are you now? Oh my gosh, that's so funny, man. Yes, of course, Bravo Company. What the hell? Where are you watching from? Oh, I think Damir answered.
Oh, yeah, I will look.
No way.
Is that your Marine buddy?
Yes, he was. I think I'm pretty sure I ran Gray until he was blind. You're in New Jersey. That's awesome. I'm so happy to see that you're doing fine. Gray, do you remember? And I'm not making this story up. Maybe you don't remember. We took a PT once, and I took you running up a hill in Camp Pendleton, and you had to stop. This is the only time you ever stopped on me, and you said, "Corporal, I can't see." Yeah, I still have that red muscle car. I still have that red Mustang. It's so funny. And I'm only bringing that up because I told somebody this story, Gray, and nobody believes me. You said, "Corporal, I can't see." This is crazy. Why are you watching this video?
Babe,
Huh?
Damir asked if it's fine if we can meet each other at 9.
Okay, that's fine. I want to know how you found this video, man. It doesn't make any sense to me how you would even find this. This is so strange. I've never had an old friend tune in. You cannot smoke inside buildings. So if we're gonna meet him at 9,
We can a little bit walk, come home, drink coffee, and after that.
let's go get. You need a pee? Should you go take her back, or let's go go to a cafe? Oh, Lou should try some kvass.
Everything closed right now.
Thank you so much, Andrew. Yeah, you're gonna get a reaction of Luz drinking kvass for sure.
What is that? A coffee?
No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Gray,
No.
it's nice to see you, my friend.
So cute.
I hope you're doing good. I hope your health is really good. I hope everything in your life is just great, my friend. I hope you're succeeding. I hope you have a great job and that you're healthy, like I said, man.
Okay. Corn, but with bread.
I need to say.
Babe, I explained what kvass. It's like tejuino in Mexico, but
It's not as good.
except corn, it's bread.
Yeah.
Okay, where do so you gonna go to the apartment? If you go to the apartment, then I'll wait for you outside.
I don't know how long you wanna live stream.
Until 9.
9?
Yeah.
I thought we come home, drink coffee, or
Okay, come on.
no, like we can walk a little bit.
No, let's just walk now. You can go to the bathroom. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna end this live stream here. There's gonna be videos every day. There's gonna be videos every day the entire time Luz is here. We have to be making this content when the full-length videos are up. Please do go watch them. I'm sorry, but we're gonna end this live stream here. We're gonna be live streaming tomorrow a little bit earlier for you guys who are going to sleep already. I promise you tomorrow is gonna be an awesome time in the Red Square. There he is again. This guy's delivering food everywhere. We love you guys. Thank you guys for the donations. Thank you for the support. We will see you again. Please tune in for those. See you tomorrow for tomorrow's live.
Thank you guys.
We're finally 18.